Okay, see you later.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to The Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian Cosme, right out of Oklahoma City. We got an awesome band, Saving Vice. We got Tyler on. What's up, dude?
I am good. How are you, man?
I am fantastic. We got the very talented Ava Gore with us for the second night on the podcast. What's going on, Ava, on this platform?
Not much.
And we got my awesome executive producer, Sam McIntosh, making the magic happen. Hey, Sam.
Just call me Magic Fingers. Got a new microphone, so I'm happy. So I don't sound like I'm underwater anymore. What happened to your light? So
I think the battery's dying on it. I don't know. But anyways, we'll forget about the life. It's going to keep on going off. Screw it. So Tyler, what's going on, man? How you been?
I mean, it is what it is the past year. I feel like I'm, as good as every other band probably is, maybe better in some ways, maybe worse in some ways, depending on the angle. But I mean, I shouldn't complain overall. I think, we're making it work the best we can.
Awesome. At this time, I promise, Ava, I will let you get more talking in.
Okay.
That's right. We decided that I will not say anything, and then Sebastian will not say anything starting now.
Oh, no.
Just kidding. Put you on the spot like that.
So, I was listening to some of your music earlier. We kind of talked before the podcast started. And was it Black Ice, right? Is that what it's called?
It's the acoustic version of it.
Yeah, well, the acoustic version, when I was jogging, dude, like even though it's softer, dude, it pumped me up. It made me keep on running. Yeah. Oh, you heard it too? It's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, I was talking. Well, he told me he cut me off because it was like we should get this recorded.
Yeah.
But so it's funny because so Black Ice was like the last track on our first EP we released, Colder Than Dark, which came out in like 2018. So Black Ice was like it's a really fun one. It's all of our songs are very different from each other. Black Ice, the original is like a really, really fast-paced like metalcore song, but lyrically it had a lot of really good content, and the chorus is really popular with our fans. And I was like, I think this would be a cool acoustic song to do. And we were in the phase of recording. We were about to go record Hello There. This was like February or January 2019, and we were like, so we recorded the acoustic song, and then we were like, well, we got to do a video for it because video makes content go way farther. You always got to do video whenever you can. So we had Alex, who sings for the band Osatia. So he's the other vocalist on the song. He lives in Washington State. So, and then Robbie was in Vermont, and I was in New York recording at the time. So basically 2 hours before we went to start recording vocals for Hello There, I went to the cemetery where we shot it with Ian, our photographer, videographer, and shot my scenes for the video. Alex shot his in Washington, and then Ian went and shot Robbie's in Vermont, and then he just fused all the footage together to make the video for it. And then we just put the song out there. We're like, yeah, here's our first acoustic song, something that just tied people over. And it just like blew up. It's like one of our I think it's our second most streamed song ever. It's kind of ridiculous. It's gotten it probably opened up doors to a whole other fan base that we have now. And now we have like a bunch of acoustic and piano stuff because we love making it, and like our fans, we have a whole fan base that just lives for our softer stuff now. It's kind of weird.
I love when you have really heavy, because some of your songs are super heavy. Like I had your playlist on shuffle while I was running today, and I love when I hear a really hard song get toned down to an acoustic, because I like really hard music, but I also like that acoustic sound, especially with that style. So how long have you guys been playing for?
The band was kind of like, so Robbie started the band, our guitarist. He was the bassist when he started the band, even though he was writing off the guitar, which is the whole story. But he started it in his like college dorm and found some dudes. It started out as just a bunch of dudes he found on Craigslist, and they were playing like patios at bars and doing garage band shit. And then I joined like that summer of 2000. It was like 2017, late 2016, because I was just looking to like play some gigs because I just wanted to hold a microphone. I didn't care who was watching. I just wanted to play a show. And I had lyrics and so I used to be in another band a long time, a while back. And so I was like, yeah, guys, I'll play for the summer. I'm not trying to do anything serious though, blah, blah, blah. I'm not invested anymore. Because I had gotten really close to blowing up with a band once, and I kind of felt like my chance was over. So I just had kind of given up, man. And I like to be honest, and like but I've just missed it so much. Like I knew I did. So I was like, well, at least I could these guys are just playing some local shit. I'll at least get to play some bars or something. So I joined for like the summer of 2017. And then, it kind of just played some bars, and then we opened for Devil Wears Prada, and then we met our manager Ashley, and then next thing you know, we played Warped Tour, and then we were playing I Matter, and then having an EP, and then so that was like, so it was like 2000 for me. It was like 2017 was like the fun phase, but we really launched the band as what it is in 2018 when we kind of wiped our whole slate clean when we met Ashley and kind of restarted with our first song Exhale, and then we did Colder Than Dark.
Was it hard to really get back into it after being in a band that was like just that close to making it pretty big? Was it hard to take this band as serious at first, and did it take you a little bit to get serious with it and realize you guys were onto something fantastic?
Absolutely, because the weird thing, like, I really don't want to, I try to like just kind of, it's like a new chapter in my life, and I don't want to like talk about all my past shit, but like,
right.
Like in a nutshell, my first band I was in was like founded and assembled by Danny Worsnop of Ask Alexandria, because he was like an old friend of mine. So like I was like living in Vegas, and he kind of built us up as this internet band brainchild of his that he wanted to pitch to Sumerian, and he wanted to like kind of release us as his like as like a Sumerian band that he kind of put together out of all these different musicians. And so we basically only had music online, and like it was great, and like we didn't even play shows. We never even got to play shows, and it like blew up so much on the internet. And then the band shit just kind of, for a bunch of different reasons that doesn't really matter anymore, it just kind of, things ended up not working out and falling short. I moved back to Vermont from Vegas, and in Vermont there really wasn't a metalcore scene at all anymore. And you know, we used to have Motionless in White playing when they were local all the time and that kind of stuff, and now it's just not. It's like, so I kind of just was like, there's no way I'm going to even be able to start anything here. So I didn't really take anything that I was, you know, it was like this dude in college, they didn't know really what they were doing, and I actually only met them because I was like, I have all this knowledge that I learned from Danny, that I learned from watching all these other bands, like maybe I can help them out and like still be involved in music. You know what I mean? Maybe I could like help them, like not manage them. I just wanted to like be around it. And they ended up just asking me to like join because they kicked the other singer out. And so I was like, I said no at first because I was like, no, dude, I'm done. I try, you know, it's like I lost my.
Been there, done that.
And then I had my shot, but I had all this shit pent up, and I was like, bro, there's not one day you drive to work and don't wish you were singing on stage. So just do it. You might as well. And and
dude,
then
my daughter calls me bro. Like you just said, bro. It reminded me of my daughter. She goes, no, bro. I'm like, don't call your dad bro.
Yeah, I guess that in that context, that makes no sense.
She calls her mom bro, and she's like, yeah, I call my mom bro too, and she doesn't care for it. I'm like, don't call your parents bro. Tell her to call you dude. That's worse.
Sometimes
if she's in trouble, she'll say yes, sir, and I'm like, don't call me sir either.
Yeah.
Don't call me sir. Don't call me bro.
You know what? Don't call me anything.
Just say hey you. Hey, father figure. Dude, let's get your first music video up here, and then after this is over, we're gonna let Ava take over. Let's see how she does.
Okay.
I'm ready.
You want me to press it, Sam? Or you got it?
Yeah, you press it.
Okay, is it this first one on the top here?
No, it's the second one. We're gonna play Black Briar. So.
Okay, Blackbriar, word.
The second one. Okay, hopefully this is the right one. We'll find out. If not, we're playing this other one anyways. We're playing this one.
So this is the one with the twins from our album art are in this video.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Ava's
like
face is covered up.
Sorry, Ava.
It's freezing up on us, I think.
Yeah, it's freezing on me too. Now it's accelerating.
Sounds good. How sexy sounding.
This is the Alanis Morissette part. It's two singers. I'm just responding to the comments.
Yeah, no, yeah.
How was I supposed to? I don't know.
Yeah, you are. All right.
Yo, Sleepy Hollow is exactly what I was going for when we came up with this video, so thank you for validating me. It works out when your backyard looks like Sleepy Hollow in Vermont everywhere. So
Right? That's just your backyard with all those tall trees back there? And
that was Robbie's backyard.
cool,
Nice.
man.
Yeah.
All right, Ava, take it away.
So with this pandemic and everything, how has that changed like performing or anything for you guys?
Oh man, so where do I start? I mean, I feel like what one thing obviously there's no performing. I mean, we didn't get to do a live stream. I mean, we were kind of in the process of trying to maybe figure it out, but it kind of seems like by the time we would go through all of the trouble and money of setting it up, that like it's coming to where shows might maybe start coming back. So we're kind of optimistically planning towards that instead, just in case. So, yeah, I mean, it was like we released our album. We played our album release show. You know, it was like the best night of our lives. We sold out our home venue, Higher Ground in Vermont, and like, you know, we were supposed to headline the Palladium in Worcester, Massachusetts, which is like another big one for us on our bucket list the next month. A week to the day after we played the album release show, everything got canceled because of COVID. So we kind of had to readjust this entire, like, I mean, I remember mapping out when we were in the studio in 2019, like February, I remember mapping out like every single month all the way through the album release in 2020 of what we were going to do, which video we were going to drop, when we were going to drop it, when we were going to drop merch, and like planning this mass, and it all went perfectly. Like it all built up and it built up and it built up. And then we had this epic like blowout, and like I was like, here it goes, 2020 is our year, we're going to tour, and then boom, it just got cut out from under us. So we had to just readjust. And like I think like every band, we were at first, it was like this phase of trying to wait it out, and then you realize that it wasn't going to end.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay, well, we have to keep pushing the album. We can't tour on it. We can't play shows. So it was kind of like video content. That always works. That's what we did before when we weren't playing as many shows. So there's a video for every song on the album now, but two, because of like COVID. And obviously we had videos for all the singles leading up to it. So Nerve Damage being like the last one that we'll be releasing, obviously. But so we just kind of like kept kind of just making it up as we went, trying to figure out ways to change the game, like doing things digitally. How are we going to write? And I think a hard part too is there's no way to plan because you had no idea what was going to happen. So, you know, we did like, you know, we did like a piano reprise of a song that was like sort of like our acoustic song. We did, you know, our metalcore cover of Bring Me to Life by Evanescence, that's probably one of our other top stream songs. It's weird how the throwaway songs have always worked out so well for us. The ones that
like
we did,
a lot of bands that happens to is bands that they're like, we don't really like this song collectively as a band, but they wrote it, so it's part of their set list. I've heard several bands say for some reason that's the one that everyone likes.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not even that I don't like it. It was just that this was just this backup thing, like, oh, when we have nothing to share, we have this cover song that we can just put out there that'll, you know, cover songs do good. And it ended up going just way like Black Ice, way better than we thought. And now it's probably that and Black Ice are like always in our top 5 songs on Spotify. We did like an acoustic Motionless in White cover That's one of our top songs. It's always the songs that are supposed to be the little like appetizers that have blown up for us. And then obviously the Binary EP, which was the really weird one. It's like we basically just wanted to do a really raw, heavy 2-track EP thing, like a little project where me and Chase could each just do a super heavy song with no singing, like by ourselves. So we could just kind of flex our own styles and like not have the, like Chase could write just the way he writes and do just his vocals. And also for me, it was cool because a lot of people don't even realize that I'm screaming on some of our songs because they think Chase screams and I sing and that's it. So it was cool for me to get to just do like all of the heavier stuff, like
That's
for
cool.
myself for once, which is why the Spire I think did so well because it was so out of pocket for us.
Yeah, Ava's in.
Well,
Ava's in.
what you got?
Go ahead.
What you don't know is Tyler does it all. That froze up. I froze up. I'm just gonna.
Oh, he just left.
I'm just gonna leave.
I was going to say Ava's in a band called Weird Wolves, and I was wondering if you have a similar story as far as COVID or even writing music that you could compare to.
No, I mean we haven't been able to really plan like that far ahead with our touring and stuff. We don't really tour like at all. So it's not really the same, but we were trying to wait it out a bit when it first happened, and so I can't relate to that. Yeah, and then we decided to start doing the live stream shows, which has been a pain in the ass and really stressful. I don't know if it has been for you too, but
it's why we put it off, because it's like if you don't do it perfectly, it sucks.
Yeah,
like it's there's so many things that can go wrong and like so many pieces to make it go right, and it was kind of something where we were like, we really wanted to see if we could wait out real shows, and it seems like we might have. I don't know, like we finally broke down and we were like, all right, let's do it. And then now it might not make sense. Like, why would we invest in doing that if there's only a couple months before maybe we can be on stage again? So, but who knows? Like we're at a point where you have to just plan for the best, prepare for the worst. And that's what we're doing, and that's why it was like Binary was cool. And I try to look at it like a lot of things good came out of it. Sucks to say it, but a lot of good things came out of COVID that I would never wish away. Like the Binary, all of those songs, those singles, those random singles we did never would have happened. And they've all been really cool and done a lot for us and gotten us a lot of new fans. And I mean, we all did things on our own personally and within the band's business and infrastructure. Like as far as setting ourselves up, we're doing a lot of things DIY that normally a label would do for you. We all have our own side hustles now and studios and stuff. So yeah.
You can always find positive in the negative. I mean, as bad as COVID has been for a lot of people, there are people that have done things, especially with music, that has actually helped their band, that got closer as a band. I want to play your other song. Before I do that, I want to give a shout out to Sharon and Carolyn, who are commenting on our live feed. So shout out to them for being awesome and doing that. What's this second song called?
Is this Nerve Damage, the anime video?
Think so.
It is. It's not. It's okay. Yeah. So that's that was the one we just dropped for the 1 year anniversary of Hello There, the album. So that was it was the same dude. It was this guy named Billy Barber, and he from Dead Eyes Art. He did like Attack Attack's new animated video and Spirit Box's animated video. He did our like some of our logos and some of our merch designs, but we basically just like, well, we can't really meet up to do. We wanted to shoot this huge party masquerade video for this song to kind of end the album cycle. Because of COVID, we couldn't do it. So we were like, dude, can you like kind of make a cool, creepy animated version of what that might have looked like? And we can make like, so it's almost like a Japanese like manga animated video. Yeah. So, and then the song's pretty much just about like cutting people loose who drag you down and basically like celebrating being stoked to be without them and being by yourself. Like,
cool, man.
Like that's what the song's about. So
let's check it out. All right. Let's check it out right now. So far, I like it.
perfection. That's not I could never choose. Sit down, turn out the way you hear. It's a plan we take it if it's never been real. As you walk away, my holiday, I hope you find yourself in a better place. You think that I'm the one who's walking away, but you are the one who's leaving. Face the facts in your back, you got nothing to say. Yellow steps, keep walking your own way. Doors locked, lights off, pass the champagne.
Dude.
Awesome.
I
Thanks.
swear to God, I say this all the time to bands, but I guess maybe it's just in the moment, but I dig it. Like, that's the act, like that's kind of my style of music that I would like. That's my jam, dude. Like
Glad
that's
to
why I
hear
like
it.
this so much running when I was running today. It's just it's good. So is it the two singers? Do you guys both just sing?
No, okay. So how do I guess in the simplest. So Chase is the one who sounds like Chelsea Grin. Like it's like Chase is like it's like the really really deep raspy the really deep lows and the really 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 raspy like deathcore highs, and then the kind of like really raspy midtones. And then I have I do all the singing, and then you can kind of it's like you can kind of hear it once you listen to more of it. But I have like a more kind of almost post-hardcore-y different style, like metalcore mid and high scream, and like we both use slightly different techniques, and like I feel like we have very unique tones, and that's the only reason it kind of
works, man. It works.
Yeah.
Ava, what'd you think about that song?
It was awesome.
I appreciate it.
I smiled when I was listening to it. And I smiled while it was playing, so that's always a good thing. We are trying to keep this show around 30 minutes, and we're at 27, so we're not going to go much longer. I do want to ask you though before you get off, is it looking like shows are coming up soon? Like I think I saw your manager say something on Facebook about getting ready to start booking bands again, something like that.
So we're in the
four corners over there.
I look at he's back. I look at it kind of like, I mean, we're in the boat where I think they're trying to plan for the best. So I think like based on the prospects of the vaccine rollout and like the different age groups, they're pumping it out more and more. I think so. It looks like some bands are trying to book tours and stuff for the fall, because I think that seems to be the estimation of when things might be able to work again. And obviously everywhere is different. You have a lot of states that are just straight up jumping the gun and opening early. And it's like, there's a lot of like, especially in the music community, it's like hard because like as a band, you have to be like, just because we can doesn't mean we should. And it's like, we could end up not only making ourselves look bad, but also like making a really bad mistake that could endanger a bunch of people by
Everybody is so scared of that, and understandably scared of that. They don't want to be the first band to go in, and then all of a sudden, everyone, you get blacklisted. No one likes you anymore. But I think cases are going down. I think in the school district where I live, there was 6 positive cases last week or something crazy like that. But I do live in rural America where it's not overly populated. Where can people go? I mean, you're on every platform. You got a website, Bandcamp, iTunes, all that good jazz.
I mean, if you go to savingvice.com, you can find pretty much everything or a link to everything you need. But I mean, anywhere you can find anything, we try to be. So, I mean, we're on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. I mean, I'm pretty sure we have a Bandcamp because I think, I manage that one like every time we drop something, which is always good to have it everywhere because everyone likes using some people like using different platforms for different reasons because some support artists better. Bandcamp's cool because you can pay whatever you want, I believe. Like you can pay more, which is cool, support bands. I mean, we're on Reddit. Like we try to keep up with everyone. We're at a point now that where everyone in the band kind of does something different, but like, yeah, we're everywhere. I mean, if you want to find us, we make it easy for you. So, I mean, definitely check it out.
Google it.
Yeah, we're on Google. We're on the Googles, all of them.
you're on all the Googles, which means the Yahoos and is AOL still a thing? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw fucking Logan Lucky. That movie was like so funny, but the dudes are like, yeah, we know the Twitters, all of them. I like that movie a lot. But.
I'm gonna start saying that too now, man.
Yeah, I know the Twitters, all of them.
All of the Twitters,
all Twitters.
Well, dude, Tyler. Thanks for coming on, kind of short notice. I know we only had a couple days notice for you to get on, so I appreciate that. Letting us play your music, getting to sit down and talk with you. I want to thank people that got on and commented. Carolyn, Sharon. I think those are the main two commenting on everything. And everyone else that's just watching, thank you for watching. Go to www.theloudspot.net, buy some merchandise, go to our YouTube, like our YouTube page, like Saving Vice's YouTube page, like Ava Weird Wolves has a YouTube page. Ava, do you have your own personal YouTube page also?
Yeah.
So what is it?
I don't. I think it's just Ava Gore, but it's not popular at all.
Okay,
I have like 5.
Now it can be. Now it will be.
Okay, so go like all the YouTubes, all the Googles, and all the Twitters, and buy all of our merchandise, including Sam's with Diamond Noise Agency, and follow our TikToks.
All right.
Follow our TikToks.
That's all I got.
No,
are we done?
No, don't follow our TikToks. Yep, we're done. See you later.
Thank you.
This is the Loud Spot outro by nothing short of tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does nothing short of tragic have us back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. Our pimp host has the pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.